The moment that a woman falls pregnant in Indonesia, she is 300 times more likely to die in the next 12 months than if she was not pregnant. If you have money, you can get excellent medical services. But the poorest people don't always get the services they need.
In the hospital here, cannot take your baby home until you've paid your bill. Sometimes the mothers wait outside the hospital all day waiting to get in to feed their baby and to change their baby's diaper.
My name is Robin Lim. I'm a midwife.
Do you think if you'd stayed in the United States and have this kind of, what you're doing to improve the childbirth experience, would this be something that you could actually be accepted as more and more women in
well, of course, there are many pioneers in the United States. You know, Ina May Gaskin just got the Right Livelihood Award. She's one of our we love this midwife because she's like our mother. And the Right Livelihood Award is the Alternative Nobel Peace Prize, and she just won it. So we're all delirious with joy about that. The CNN nomination to be one of the top 10 heroes. Imagine a midwife. I'm a midwife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm not some special person who has a PhD. You know, I have a degree in midwifery. I use my hands, and most of all, I use my heart. And I love to teach. We have students coming here from all over Indonesia by busloads, usually 50 at a time, and they spend a day with us, and they talk to the mothers. They ask the mothers what the experience is. We show them some birth films. We give them demonstrations. We do skits with them. And all of our midwives, we show them, you know, how does it feel when a mother comes in and the midwife is cranky? And says, where's your book, and where's your checkup card, and where's your baby clothes? You forgot everything, you know. And, whoop, someone used to breastfeed. So, you know, but when the mother comes in and she's treated tenderly and gently, and all of these student midwives, they learn, they're crying. And their teachers say, we can teach them the science of medicine, but we have trouble teaching them the art of loving. And they come to Bumi Sehat and they learn that like this.
And it's empowering, because when women go to hospitals and then they have doctors and bright lights and they feel that someone else is
they're taken away from their family and they're put in a place alone with strangers, and they do lose their power. And without oxytocin, the birth can't move ahead, because oxytocin is the hormone of birth. It opens, it causes the womb to open, it causes the uterus to contract, it causes the baby and the mother to communicate on a very special level. And this is just an incredible miracle. So this is a place where miracles are allowed to unfold.
And it should be an environment that is supportive, loving, because this is the beginning of a life.
Well, chaos theory says that dynamic systems are impacted by their startup conditions. So the impact on the most dynamic thing in the world is a brand new human being. I mean, it's just the most amazing system in the world. So if we're going to impact that new baby, we need to think about what that impact can be. Is it going to be a gentle touch? What does the baby really want? Does the baby really want to come into the world, cord clamped and cut, bright lights, people yelling and clanging instruments, and then the baby gone, and the mother saying, where's my baby? And of course she wants her baby, so she hemorrhages. Because naturally, as mammals, we want our baby right here. Why are we called mammals? Because of our mammary glands. We feed our babies with our breasts. That's why we're called mammals. So the mother naturally wants to put the baby to the breast.
Skin-to-skin contact.
Skin to skin. And this is a natural national protocol in Indonesia to allow the baby skin to skin, natural childbirth, and initiation of breastfeeding.
Seeing the simple and modest environment of the clinic that she personally runs, the one thing that struck me is how informative and comforting the place feels. Here, the pregnant woman who comes for prenatal care receives full emotional and physical support to lessen her fears. And she can know how her baby is doing through USG. She can also choose to have a water birth in a bathtub for a gentle and natural birth free from trauma for the newborn. Music, prayers, and plenty of attention and affection from the midwife ensures that childbirth is a pleasant and empowering experience for the mother. She is also educated on what she is going through and how best to take care of her baby, including the importance of exclusive breastfeeding to ensure a healthy and happy baby in a way that is also gentle on the pocket.
But the idea of being a hero for something which you mentioned is actually, it's natural. It's part of, of who we are as human beings. And yet, as we sort of evolve, we sort of get further and further away from sort of these natural wisdom that we should actually, cultivate. What do you find is the sort of biggest challenges, other than monetary or economic challenges, to spread this kind of knowledge to a much wider audience?
For example, it is an economic challenge in that no one can make money from breastfeeding and can get a new car from a formula company, which sabotages breastfeeding startup. That's challenging. It's challenging when sometimes we take people home. We don't have people going home on motorcycles or walking with their new baby. We take them home. And we bring them in, and the midwife rides in the car, and our drivers have also been trained in breastfeeding support to give them last-minute tips. They know they can call anytime. We'll come on the motorcycle and check them. But when we see how desperately poor the people are, and we know that it's not just here, it's not just in Aceh, it's not just in the disaster zones, it's all over the world. People are struggling, and they need community health. They just need that. They need to know that if they're sick, they cannot wait until they're dying to go and get help. The only way I see of making a more peaceful society is to take care of each and every individual, because every individual is a piece of peace, is going to make up a society that's peaceful or warring. So as a baby without trauma that we bring into the world, like Safir, who you held earlier, she's a piece of peace. She's not a piece of war. She's going to contribute to the greater good of this planet. She's going to protect our environment. Everyone is so worried about global warming, and they should be. But it's this generation coming up of gently born people who are going to be leaders in a gentle, more loving way on Earth.